Final speech. Often as a man, you grow up hearing things like, be a man, grow up, don't handle it yourself, don't cry. And while these messages are often meant to encourage strength, they often send another message to hide your emotions and hide your feelings. And over time, this expectation creates a culture of emotional silence where men can feel pressure to ignore their mental health. Men should never ignore their mental health. And you shouldn't fall into the stigma of discouraging help seeking because it's not cool or lame thing for a man. Mental health affects every aspect of life, and prioritizing it can lead to a healthier life and healthier connection within your community. One of the biggest reasons men struggle to take mental health seriously is the stigma tied to masculinity. According to the American Psychological Association, traditional masculine men emphasize toughness, independence, not asking for help. But many men often worry that speaking openly about their stress or emotional struggles will make them appear weak. As a result, the problems are that they're often ignored instead of addressed, leading men to have more or put on more stress, which means they are less likely to seek support when they often need it. This stigma can especially be harmful in environments like college or the workplace, where many men are expected to perform and succeed at a high level and remain composed when stress could be a major factor into that. When stress or emotional pressure builds, it often frequently is internalized rather than discussed in men. Over time, this leads to chronic stress, emotional burnout, and isolation. By taking mental health seriously, you can avoid all these things. And you can avoid the challenge and stigma. Men begin to see emotional awareness as a weakness when it's a part of your necessary health. Mental health also has a daily impact on your functionability and your everyday activity. The National Institute of Mental Health explains that mental health and physical health are deeply connected. This meaning mental health strain can affect sleep, concentration, and energy levels. Also, immune function too. When mental health is neglected, even routine tasks can seem to be difficult, tiring. Even things that you like to do or enjoy to do every day seem to just become difficult for you. Things that you enjoy doing seem to become things that you no longer enjoy doing. And these are all things that many men relate to and have been through at times of their life that they didn't honestly go talk about, or they let it build up because through life they were told that you just have to handle it, be a man, do it yourself. And these are things that it's okay to talk about. The Mayo Clinic further notes that untreated mental health concerns have a negative impact on academic performance, job productivity, and personal relationships. So not taking care of your mental health is also affecting your work, but could also be affecting your relationships. For men, this impact often shows up in subtle but serious ways. Difficulty concentrating, poor sleep, lack of motivation, lack of communication, you dismiss things, and these are all things that you may you may try to blame on something else, but honestly, it could be you not properly taking care of your mental health. These issues also strain friendships, family relationships, and romantic partnerships. When mental health is ignored, it rarely can stay contained. The influence is just too powerful and impacts your whole life and even in day to day. And now all of your responsibilities tend to become harder and you become negative. Taking your mental health seriously always improves men's well being and is something that men should be taking serious every day. Another important reason men should be taking their mental health serious is the long term benefit of early support and prevention. The World Health Organization emphasizes that early intervention improves coping skills, emotional resilience, and the overall quality of life. When men take their mental health serious early and when men take their mental health serious early, they're better equipped to manage and handle the things that they were doing before or in their task that needs to be done rather than putting it off, procrastinating. Organizations also like Mental Health America also stress that when men openly discuss mental health, it helps normalize healthy, help seeking behaviors and reduces the stigma and stress on others. So, you going out and seeking help can possibly help your friend who might be also going through some things go and seek help. That's why it's also important for men to be able to speak up on their mental health struggles. The openness is a direct ripple effect. It encourages family, friends, and generations to view mental health as something that should be taken serious and something that it deserves attention and care. While some people argue that seeking help for mental health is a sign of weakness, however, the American Psychological Association challenges this belief, explaining that self awareness and emotional intelligence and hope seeking are signs of strength and responsibility, not failure. It takes courage to recognize when something is wrong, and it takes courage and discipline to step forward to fix those, especially involving mental health, especially as a man. Encouraging mental health concerns does not make them disappear often in one night. And sometimes it can um, help them, it can lead to them growing. But taking mental health seriously does not always mean therapy or medication. It can start with small things, talking to someone you trust, practicing stress management, setting boundaries, seeking professional help and professional guidance when needed. What matters is acknowledging the mental health and your mental health is just as important as your physical health and deserves the same amount of attention. In conclusion, men should always take mental health seriously because the stigma prevents help seeking mental health affects every aspect of life and of daily life, and prioritizing it leads to healthier individual and stronger relationships and communities. Strength is not about silence or suppression. Mental health is understanding yourself, caring for your well being, and knowing when to ask for support. By changing how we view men's mental health, we move towards a culture of health, honesty, and resilience that we are truly valued at. Thank you.